Welcome to Image Union, WTTW's weekly program featuring the work of independent producers, films and tapes you don't usually see on TV. Tonight, a tale of two zoos, Lincoln Park and Brookfield. The first tape was produced by the curator of mammals at Lincoln Park Zoo and tells the story of the day Sinbad had surgery.
NBC Television. The makers of Kennel Ration and Kennel Biscuit, America's super dog foods, present television's original Zoo Parade. Brought to you direct from the world-famous Lincoln Park Zoo in Chicago.
Well, here comes little Sinbad. Let's bring him right in here, Roy. And let's see what we can do now. Let's move around here at the front of this case.
This is Sinbad's first public appearance in a 1952 Zoo Parade program. He was approximately 4 years old.
I'll help you a little bit. Come on, here we go.
Sinbad helped unveil the mounted specimen of his predecessor, Bushman.
Now, you don't bother him now. Don't you get after that big fella.
Here's Sinbad, a big fellow himself. In 1983, housed in Bushman Hall, he awaits a long overdue physical examination. Lincoln Park Zoo's director, Dr. Lester Fisher.
There's a picture in the files that brings back memories when I see it. Sinbad was this big, and I'm checking him when he arrived. And so I've known this guy ever since he was a little baby.
Have you ever had to lay hands on him before?
Yes, in again these early years, but it's been, as my recollection goes, probably 30-some years now that he's had any reason to be handled.
This day, that tradition will be broken. A hand-picked medical crew made up of veterinarians and volunteer medical specialists from the Chicago area will give Sinbad his examination. His keeper, Pam Dunn.
Why are we doing this today? What's going on that we're here?
Well, for the past 6 years that I've been working with Sinbad anyhow, he's shown periodic problems with his teeth where he'll sit and rub his gums and rub his teeth and that. And it seems over time to bother him more and more.
Now, I should ask Dr. Coates that you're not associated with the zoo as an animal keeper or a veterinarian. What's your position and why would you be here today?
Well, I'm a volunteer with an interest in animals. I'm on the medical advisory board here. And I've helped Lincoln Park and Brookfield in the past with other dental problems.
Now, what's your specialty?
My specialty is restorative dentistry, which kind of makes me a jack of all trades, if you will, in dentistry.
Have you had a chance to see Sinbad before this procedure?
I've had a chance to examine his mouth at a distance of about 8 inches through a little hole. One of the keepers threw grapes into the animal's mouth, and I had a little look. But until we get radiographs and can do a hands-on examination, we can't really tell what's going on.
Also, he has had a problem that we have assumed to be an arthritis problem, but we've never known. We've medicated him, treated him like it's arthritis, but we now have the opportunity to find out if it really is and if there's something in addition that can be done to treat him.
To help determine this, a portable X-ray machine will be used. Radiologist, Dr. Hal Matthews.
After we get through doing the dental x-rays, we're going to do his hips. We know Sinbad has got arthritis and just see how bad it is. And after we radiograph the hips, we'll develop the films, take a look at him, and I'll give you my best impression as to how bad his arthritis is and how much weight he needs to lose again.
Before any of this can be determined, Sinbad will be knocked down. That's a veterinary medical term for tranquilizing an animal so the medical team can enter his cage. The tranquilizer being used is ketamine, a drug for animal use. The initial dosage, 1,000 milligrams, was determined by Sinbad's estimated weight.
You think he was aware something different was happening?
Oh, he's very perceptive, and he was definitely aware before anybody showed up. When I walked in this morning, he was running around like he knew that there was something going on.
Dr. Tom Meehan, the zoo's chief veterinarian, administers the dosage with a special gun.
See, he's not
The drug will take approximately 20 minutes to immobilize Sinbad.
Now you're going to be going in the cage with Sinbad to help with the procedure as one of the animal keepers. How do you think that's going to feel? I mean, you've been
Wonderful. I can't wait. I can't wait. It's going to be the opportunity of a lifetime. I've worked with him for 6 years now, and to be able to go in and actually physically touch the animal for the first time, when you have a special relationship, I'm looking forward to it. Firm, okay. That door was...
Two keepers, Pam and John.
Yes.
Please come in.
We'll be really closely watching the heart rate on this animal and how he breathes, because he could really get into some problems with that being this old. You never know what this animal's got wrong with him until you knock him out. It's going to be on his back.
Okay, it's going to be on his back. Watch his head. Watch his breathing. Both of the bottoms. The tops look pretty clean. Made your day, didn't it? Fantastic.
Throughout the procedure, Sinbad was administered an additional 3,300 milligrams of ketamine in small intravenous doses to keep him sedated.
No, I'll put you out there at this end if I can. You got another 18? Somebody there.
Any females?
Okay.
Too late, I'm already sterilized.
All in.
Females think they want to
Let you go slow or start. Far?
Yeah, drink me up.
Oh, I think we're done.
X-ray? Everybody leave who wishes to?
Just get in behind.
Shooting now?
Well, your hands also.
What we have so far is there is a fair amount of periodontal disease, diseases of the gum tissue, and there are some pockets between the gum and the teeth that go fairly deep. And what we're doing now is trying to assess the damage by doing radiographs to see how the root of the tooth is held into the alveolar socket, and if there's a great deal of damage and the infection appears that it's going all the way down under the root of the tooth, then those teeth will have to come out.
Give him half of it in the leg and half of it in the
My only concern is that, again, that delicate balance between what we should do and have to do today versus whatever.
But I feel like I got a lot better handle on the risk, because we're giving him increments of 100 milligrams IV, and he'll go for 10 minutes, start closing his hand, and give him another, and it settles him out.
Basically, the initial shot would keep this animal down about 30 minutes. But with the dental work that we're going to be doing today, it's potentially going to take a little bit longer. So what I'll do is get an IV line set up in the animal, and I'll get him straightened out.
There we go.
That is? Okay. We're letting it fine.
Straighten it out anyway. Okay, X-ray.
We're an hour and 10 minutes since we walked in here.
He's got a lot of periodontal disease. Periodontal disease is something that starts in young humans or in young animals, and is a progressive, continual disease with bone loss, eventually leading to loss of teeth. This animal's got about 20% bone loss around most of his back teeth, a little bit less in some of the front ones. What we're trying to do is simply retard the speed of the spread of this disease. We're not going to eliminate the disease, because we would have a hard time teaching him to dental floss, but the x-rays look better than it did on the initial visual exam, but that's probably because the size of this animal makes the depth of the pockets look bad to a human dentist. So when I first looked at it, it looked a little worse than it is now.
Did you say these are the biggest teeth you've worked on?
The biggest tooth was the elephant at Brookfield Zoo, but these are certainly the most formidable looking teeth.
Dr. Barber?
Yes.
Can you tell us how he's doing?
He's doing fine right now. His EKG is great. We're managing to get a lot of fluids into him. And he seems to be staying down very well. His respiration's real nice as long as they keep him suctioned out, keep the fluids out.
After viewing the dental x-rays, Dr. Coates determined that only Sinbad's lower right incisor would have to be removed. Other x-rays revealed the extent of Sinbad's arthritis.
This is the femur, and that's the head of the femur up that's kind of underexposed. And there's a great deal of arthritic change in that hip. But right now we're concerned about the head of the needle that was the tranquilizer dart left in there. He pulled out the syringe part and left the needle in, and we're probing for it now.
Can I have a needle? I think I can feel around better with a long needle. Right.
Can you tell us if we can get that needle out or not?
We can't. You know, we're unable to find the needle. We know it's in there, and it'll have to stay as a foreign body. I've had 3 animals that I can think of, 1 chimp and 2 hoofstock that we've left needles in indefinitely.
Sperm samples were also collected from the unmated Sinbad to aid in the study of gorilla fertility and genetics.
How does he look? Pretty good?
He looks great. He looks real good. He's picking up well.
Finally, scales were rolled in to weigh the gorilla.
Hi, Sinbad.
You can move his arms. I'll tell you what, move that upper arm.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh! Guys, somebody over there.
I can't get over there and pull that. Somebody roll a scale.
Is he on?
I think we're on sufficiently.
No. Is he on? Yes, he is.
His arm's not on.
Can you tuck it up under his head?
There you go.
You just want to roll it over?
20 out.
Okay.
We can see anything here.
He weighed 565 pounds.
Okay, out with everything.
Okay, hold on. Okay, weigh the stretcher outside.
Oh, okay.
We'h the stretcher and jump the gun outside.
After we finished the procedure, we realized that he had some areas of severe gum and bone disease, and he had a chronic infection that was bothering him, and that's why he was poking with his thumb. To remove this, we had to take 1 tooth out, and we had to do some gum surgery on some of his front teeth to slow up the disease. We didn't completely eliminate the disease, but we certainly bought him some time, so to speak. We should probably get 2 to 3 years, maybe 4 years now before there's a problem again.
Did anything surprise you?
It definitely surprised us. There's a large lingual or a inside plate of bone which superimposed on the x-rays, and when we first looked at the x-rays it really didn't look too bad, but as we got in and started to clean his teeth, why, the tremendous deposits of calculus were removed from those teeth, and then our probes indicated a greater degree of bone loss than the x-ray showed.
How did everything go? Were you satisfied?
Yes, it went exceptionally well. We were real satisfied with his heart rate especially. He never missed a lick, so to speak. He was very calm, and throughout the whole procedure we didn't have any problems with the anesthesia at all, which is an exceptional thing in an animal this size and with a 2.5-hour procedure.
What will be your post-operative procedure?
We'll keep him on, probably start him on ampicillin antibiotics. Because of the, pulling the tooth, the empty socket that's there. He could potentially have aspirated a lot of calculus and bacteria and whatever in it. I don't think that was excessive at all, but just to be on the safe side, he was given antibiotics intravenously during the procedure, and we'll follow that up with oral.
We were able to collect semen on him. There was a lot of urination, and urine is very toxic to sperm, so the sperm, although they were motile, were acting very toxic by the time we were able to look at them very well. There was a lot of cellular debris, which wasn't surprising with an older animal and the condition he's been in. I've actually seen worse semen still result in offspring.
What I was surprised at was how fast he came up.
Right.
I mean, we were in there 1 minute, he was moving a little bit. Mark said, let's all get out of here now. And by the time we got out the door, he was up on his elbows looking at us.
Basically what you do is weigh the risks of a procedure versus the benefits. And the risks in this case were unknown and it could have been relatively high, but we still felt it was worth the chance.
Everything went as we expected it would. It actually went better than we expected. Everything went like clockwork, so we were real lucky.
Sinbad lived for 2 years following his examination. On March 19th, 1985, at the age of 37, he died of a ruptured aortic aneurysm. At the time of his death, Sinbad was the oldest male gorilla in captivity. His remains have been donated to Chicago's Field Museum of Natural History.